Welcome everyone inside the sold-out Breslin Center in East Lansing, Michigan, where today another season of college basketball on ESPN begins as Michigan State plays host to the Harlem Globetrotters in an exhibition game with all sorts of special treats for the fans in-house and watching on ESPN today. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird in town as part of a celebration of the 25th anniversary of Michigan State's 1979 national championship season. They, of course, were led by Magic Johnson that season. Sean McDonough along with Bill Raftery will be joined by Mark Jones in a moment. Raph, what a great way to begin this season. The number 3 team in the preseason of the country, Michigan State, hosting the most famous team in the world. For the Globetrotters, this is game 2 of an 8-game fall college tour. And their first shot taken by Joaquin Hawkins, who played collegiately at Long Beach State. And as Manny Jackson, the owner of the Globetrotters, likes to say, these are not your father's Globetrotters, they are your grandfather's Globetrotters. They've moved back at this portion of their schedule to playing competitively, playing to win. We won't see any of the comedic elements today. This will be a serious and, they hope, competitive basketball game. And among the starters, most notably for the Harlem Globetrotters, running their show, Earvin Magic Johnson.
Back home where he belongs. Nice penetration. Pretty good start right now. 2 good opportunities that time by
Alan Anderson, the junior from Minneapolis. Part of a very talented Michigan State team, particularly on the perimeter. This is Derek Martin, the former UCLA Bruin. His pass went out of bounds off the leg of Jason Andreas.
And Sean, when you look at Anderson and Hill, are 2 guys who can fill the lane, great wing players, but both can handle in the middle too. So you'll see that point by committee by Tom Izzo. Big decision this year in talking to him is how they will play. Will they play with a big forward and a center, or occasionally they will play with just perimeter people?
The former Cincinnati Bearcat, a little too strong off the glass. They have Magic Johnson playing inside on a low post, and he wants to post up Andrews.
We got the hook coming all the time. Religion. Did you see that at Boston Garden a few years ago?
That brings back very bad memories for we Celtic fans. Lazarus Sims, the former Syracuse Orangeman, has chipped in now for the Globetrotters. There's a 3-pointer up and good from Kelvin Torbert. One of the great signs of this preseason for Michigan State has been the improved shooting form of Torbert. He's revamped his shooting style and has shot the ball very well in their scrimmages, including the green-white game not long ago. Anderson the other way.
Well, that's how Andrews holding off. But you mentioned Torbert, 42% last year. That will go up because of what you just said. Nice cut. Look at the Magic with the look.
A chance for a 3-point play for Bubba Wells. The 3-point play finished by Bubba Wells.
Incidentally, we went to the football game yesterday, Michigan State.
The weekend it has been.
I had to explain a few things to Magic about football.
Andrews double-teamed, and then Bubba Wells stole it. There's Magic leading the break. Not quite as svelte as he was back in 1979. They list him today at 255 pounds, and he's fouled. He might get a few calls from these officials today.
I think he will. That's weightlifting, by the way. That is not weight as we would know it. Those are arms that are like our legs.
Yeah, he's a serious workout demon.
You would imagine the rest of these players' lives, the Michigan State guys, just the opportunity to play against him. This is his 3rd year in a row. He's had triple-doubles in the other years against them. And speaking of triple-doubles, late in the evening, he's had a couple.
Sorry, John. That was Bill Raftery who said that. Ben Heathcote, legendary coach of Magic Johnson and that 1979 national championship team, still very close to the program.
And Sean, truly one of the obviously outstanding coaches, but clever, funny human beings. And he has an extraordinary facility to make people laugh and enjoy themselves.
Well, Magic's with the visitors today, so even the students in the end zone giving him a hard time as he lined up that free throw, trying to distract him. Well, the honorary coach of the Globetrotters today is Magic's longtime pal, Larry Bird. He's with Mark Jones.
Hey, Larry Bird, an honorary coach for the Globetrotters today, guys. Larry, did you have any idea back in '79 when you guys hooked up in that final run that college basketball will explode in the popular way that it did?
No, we're just trying to win ball games. That's all that matters to us. We could care less about what happened outside the court, but all we wanted to do is just make our teams better, and whatever happened, happened.
What's the one indelible memory you have of that championship game?
Well, I didn't have very good memories of it. I try to forget about it. I just remember we didn't play very well. I had for a college game, I had a bad game and really didn't step up to play. They were just
You introduced Magic. You were his presenter at the Naismith Hall of Fame. What was that like, and what did it mean that he asked you to do that?
Oh, it meant a great deal. I was shocked when I heard that, when he called me and asked me to be his presenter. But, you know, we've had a lot of battles over the years and had a lot of fun with it. While we was on the court, we played to win. We played our hearts out against one another, and I think it was only fitting that one of us was able to present the other one.
People talk about you guys being so different, him being Showtime Los Angeles, you guys being the blue-collar Boston. But there was a time Magic talks about during the filming of a shoe commercial when you guys had a chance to really sit down and find out that you were more similar than dissimilar.
Well, we both come from relatively small communities, and obviously mine was a lot smaller, but we have the same family values and did all the same things. We worked hard on a game, and both of us are very competitive. So we found out we did have a lot in common, and we got along pretty well off the court, but on the court, a little different.
Larry, thanks a lot for joining us. You gonna take him out of the game if you jacks him up too much?
No, he won't shoot much. I just don't want him to get hurt.
Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right, Mark, and thank you to Larry Bird. Of course, both went on from that memorable national championship game in 1979 to Hall of Fame NBA careers, each the NBA MVP 3 times. That 1979 game, Bill, won by Michigan State, is still the highest rated NCAA basketball game in televised basketball history. Magic Johnson's on the sideline now, and he's with Mark Jones.
Yeah, and Magic, I'm told that you have signed, breaking news, you have signed a lifetime contract with the Globetrotters for $1?
Yeah, for $1, you know, that'll give me a nice tax break.
Jerry Buss is a little upset. You're working for free then.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, Manny is a good man, and so I said, give me $1, and then I just come support you and maybe play a game or two. But I'm getting too old to be doing that, though. So I just enjoy playing, and I enjoy what Manny has done with the Harlem Globetrotters. Anytime that you look at the history of the Globetrotters, I mean, that speaks for itself.
Very special weekend for you, and I see you schooling some of these young guys with that hook shot earlier in the game, reminiscent of the shot you made over McHale to win the championship back in the Boston Garden. I see Larry laughing over my shoulder.
Yeah, because he know that was about, I was 100 steps slower. I'm 100 steps slower now, and can't do all like I used to do. But one thing about it is you try to just stay within your game. I'm out here with all these young guys. I'm going to try to stay within myself and not get hurt.
Speaking of Michigan State, I guess you've made arrangements recently to complete your degree at Michigan State. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm going to take some classes online. You can do that and take them from Los Angeles. I have 65 more credits to get, so we figure in 05 I should graduate. This is the place that I love. Tom Izzo has done an incredible job with the basketball program. The statue is wonderful, but that was because of all the guys I played with in 78 and 79. But it'll be wonderful for my mother for me to get this degree. And my wife, Cookie, has been on my back about it, too, so I'm going to go ahead and finish.
Congratulations on a wonderful weekend. We'll speak with you at halftime.
2:16 left in the first half here at the sold-out Breslin Center, home of the Michigan State Spartans, on the campus of Michigan State University. Larry Bird, honorary coach for the Harlem Globetrotters, one of his players, Magic Johnson, back on campus as part of the celebration of the 25th anniversary of Magic and the 1979 Spartan National Championship team. It's been an entertaining first half. The Globetrotters lead by a point now. Gracchus puts MSU back on top. Typical of a Tom Izzo program, but Gracchus, a guy who earns his playing time because of the great hustle and tenacious defense and a foul.
If you remember against Kentucky, he made the three-pointer last year. Just outstanding to seal the deal for Tom. They went on and scored another bucket, I believe, after that.
But that was the game-winning shot, put them ahead, and they scored again. But Bograkis had not attempted a three-point shot all season before he hit that big shot in the last minute at Rupp Arena. Only made 2 threes the whole year, so he timed that one well.
And if we were there, we would have said, onions! With the ability to reach back. Interestingly, with Magic with the post pass to Wells, I mean, just the correct hand. It's a clinic to watch him, and obviously his foot speed is not what it once was, but the feel and understanding of what pass to make never goes away.
Students in the zone. That student section that wraps around down low. Another thing they do right here, Bill, the students are close to the court. It's not all the high-priced donors, seats, season ticket holders. The students are a high priority here, and they do their part. This has become one of the most raucous student sections in the country, and they do it with class.
Make sure that we'll be up at Syracuse, and the high donors, which you are one of, you'll probably be in the same seat as an undergrad. But he did that when he came in here, just to make it that kind of an atmosphere, a Duke-like atmosphere. And as you know, this is they're just outstanding here. 73 of 77 since '89. He wants to come over and get on the mic. You're supposed to be relaxing. You're supposed to be relaxing out here. You can still make the post pass, though. The correct hand.
I want you to say kiss.
He wants you to say with a kiss. He said they're 18, I'm 44. Magic said I'm getting my exercise out here today. He keeps himself in good shape.
He sure does. Well, so what?
Give him a kiss. If he doesn't, you might not.
The only kissing that I do is when I'm leaving the house. At least one person is happy when I'm leaving. Use the glass, Magic. Come on.
I'll lay out for you. Here it is. Nah.
Oh, no kiss. Straight in. No smooch.
Give him something. Give him a little nylon. Give him something.
Here he goes to the open floor. Got the lanes filled.
And a charge, yeah. Reluctantly called, we might add. Like
Give the guy a break. You don't respect the age.
It's almost like Chris Hill didn't want to stand in there and take the charge.
He was going glass on that particular shot. That was he's playing over. Well, this is his weekend, his school. And you know what's great? You're talking about graduating, just as an example for others. Jordan did it at North Carolina, and that's very important. As the years go on, that's all the kids will remember.
Chris Hill, an outstanding shooter, and he's off to a nice start today with 8 points. He played in the Pan Am games for Coach Tom Izzo and Team USA in the Dominican Republic over the summer.
Deep.
Wow, long three, way off from Derek Martin, but it came out to Magic. 23 seconds left in the half, and they can take the last shot of the half if they so choose.
17, you know, Sean, in his game against the Sixers, Magic was, when he played center for a less than well, Kareem was the most amazing thing to me.
Here come the Spartans with a minute and a half to go. Rasheed Johnson with a 2-point field goal. He's in his second year at Michigan State after 2 at Mott Junior College in Flint, a Division II junior college, where he led the nation in steals 1 year. Wow, Derek Martin's walking over toward us, and
he's ready to
going to
go.
warm up over here if he gets too close. He is, as our friend Dan Pender would say, in fuego here tonight.
Oh, goodness. Well, you mentioned, I think he's clinched a spot.
He's made the team.
Don't you?
He's made the team. And I bet he will do better than the average of 180,000. I don't want to negotiate for him with Manny Jackson over the year.
I mean, why are you in the middle of a business transaction? And he's a little West Coast sub, and he wants everybody to let Martin know. Magic's like Bob Fosse. He's the choreographer. He's got everything under control.
38 points for Martin. 13 of 14 from the free throw line. Had to be a few extra steps in there. And then finally the whistle. We're traveling against Edgerson.
See, I don't want to argue with you this early. And in a situation like this,
Go ahead.
the ball was tipped.
Yes.
Is that a walk?
Well, it was tipped, but then he grabbed it and ran, from here to Kalamazoo.
It's raining. He would run.
It was a pretty nasty day outside when we came in.
Amazing that you get a sellout for an exhibition game, but that's the taste that's been developed here in recent years. They love it. They love the Spartans.
And a foul called on Justin Ackerman, a walk-on. He's a freshman, 20 years old, who spent the last 3 summers as a pitcher in the Seattle Mariners organization. He was a 6th-round pick by the Mariners in 2001. He spent last summer in Class A Everett, Washington, pitching for the Aqua Sox, where he was a relief pitcher.
You have the record?
He was 1-2, a 4.88 ERA, 24 strikeouts, and 31 in the 3rd innings.
Now that's a Michigan State body also.
6'9", 265. From Garden City, Michigan. Engaged to be married to Melissa Kroll.
Are you invited?
Well, not so far. Maybe after all this airtime, we'll swing an invite out of that. Ederson with the free throw to make it 96-79 Globetrotters. So they're going to go to 2-0 on this fall tour with a game Tuesday night in Albany against Siena College.
And we will see them at Syracuse.
We will see them again on ESPN2 when Syracuse raises the banner November 11th.
Oh, look at this. A little Charlie Neal.
Yep.
A little slide on the floor.
Kieran Shine. Little taste of it. Of course, they bring that showmanship out in full force on their other tour that begins right after Christmas. Where they'll make between 250 and 400 appearances in a year.
He was doing all the Globey tricks. One of the fans, he was spinning the ball.
They do work on it. We talked about training camp, and Rod Baker told us yesterday you give every Globetrotter player a basketball to take with them to their room, both in training camp and on the road throughout the year, and they expect them to work on a lot of the ball handling skills, rolling the ball down their arm and that sort of thing. And as Rod Baker said, if you haven't broken a lamp, you're not trying hard enough to learn the necessary ball handling skills.
They pay for their own incidentals, I'm sure.
Broken lamp is a sign of commitment. There's Jermaine Tate with 13 and a half left. Michigan State has another exhibition game left and then begins its regular season here at the Breslin Center on November 21st against Bucknell. But then they run into that murderous non-conference schedule.
They're out.
Likely to be the last bucket of the ball game. The Globetrotters with Magic Johnson on the roster defeat Magic's Michigan State Spartans 97-83.
That's a great respect there, those two. Magic and Thomas.
And it does work both ways. They are definitely a mutual admiration society. Magic showed us very early on that he still has a lot of what made him one of the great players of all time and a 12-time NBA All-Star, the all-time assist leader in the NBA before John Stockton broke his record. He still manages to smile and elicit smiles from those who watch him perform.
Thank you for attending today's game. Join us for the second and final exhibition game.
Great weekend for Magic here in his hometown. Unveiling the statue yesterday and a very enjoyable day.
And the regular season begins on November 21st.
Here today in the Breslin Center, Magic's with Mark Jones.
Magic, this game capping a wonderful weekend for you. Came on the court, you came back in at the end. You were afraid of getting hurt or anything?
I think what happened was when a team is on a roll like they were playing, and Derek Martin was in his rhythm and in his flow, you don't come in and disrupt that. Make no mistake about it, I was here to have some fun, but I was also here to win the game. Now, if they had got closer, I would have went back into the game. But the guys were playing well, and once you sit there for a long time, being 44 years old, you might pull a lot of things when you get back out there.
When's the next time we're going to see you on the basketball court, and with whom?
Well, I think that, this may be my last game.
You've said that before.
Yeah, but this is it.
I love playing pickup games, though, but I don't know. I might play again with the Globetrotters, but this is probably it for me.
What do you think of this year's edition of Michigan State? They showed you a little something.
Oh, yeah, I like the team a lot. You know, they learned a lot from today, playing against, men, really, and they're going to get better and better as the season go along. When you look at, UConn, you look at Duke, Kansas, we're right up there with those guys, and hopefully we can, get off to a good start, and these guys will play well. But Coach Izzo, they're always going to be well coached. They're always going to play hard, and they will always be in games because of that.
Tell me about what you're doing off the court. So much of what we see is here, but what's your next venture? You're always coming up with something big. Theaters, Starbucks, what is it next?
Well, I think for us, we just announced about over a $300 billion deal with Washington Mutual, where we're putting minorities in the homes. So we've already announced in Atlanta, New York, Chicago, LA, and Washington, D.C. I have 54 Starbucks now. I have a couple of TGI Fridays restaurants. I have 24-hour fitness. I have the Lowe's of theaters. So we have a lot of things going. The Johnson Canyon Fund, so building condominiums. So I'm doing so many different things, but I'm having fun doing it. And then my film and TV division is really taking off now. So I'm excited about everything that I got going on, and I'm looking forward to continue to grow my business.
Congratulations. It truly was a magical weekend, and it's always a pleasure being around you.
And thank you, man. Good to see you and Bill and everybody, because this is what it's all about, college basketball, this college scene. It couldn't have been better coming back home to Michigan State and doing this. And ESPN has always done a wonderful job when it comes to college basketball and the NBA.